Hi everyone, day 8, first morning in New York, and there was a little bit of panic this morning because I woke up and I didn't have my usual things, and my morning routine wasn't as simple as I got used to it in my previous place, and there was a little bit of panic, and it was interesting to observe how being back in New York where I have my older habits, it was interesting how quickly my mind just wanted to go to what's familiar, right? I know this place and the mind just can relax because it's known, and it's so easy to fall back into the older routines. So for example, last time I was in New York, I was still drinking coffee in the morning, and that, as long as I had my coffee in the morning, I really didn't care about what else I would eat, because I just wouldn't eat in the mornings. I would just, maybe go back to bed and journal, that kind of thing. But I got used to, in Mexico, those early morning walks, like those 20-30 minutes were just like so good. It was my coffee. It helped me wake up. It gave me energy. It just like also cleared all the debris from the sleep. And so there was a moment of hesitation today where, okay, what do I do? I'm gonna go walk back. What do I do? I don't, it's not so easy. I don't just walk out and get to my garden and to go to the reservoir, which is where I'm walking now. So much fun. It would take a little bit longer, and then it's a whole hour to complete the reservoir. Anyway, there were all these things, and I at some point was wondering whether I was even going to be able to maintain the routine that felt so good and healthy before. But I did. I got myself up. I had a glass of water with lemon, and I went for 20-30 minutes around the block several times. Got myself something nourishing to eat, to take care of my body, not just a bagel or something, although that's going to be fun too. I look forward to eating those. But just after the journey of traveling and like dehydration, I just thought it was really, really good to have something that's like super nourishing. So it's interesting, again, like the mind is a funny thing, and it's interesting to be in relationship to it. It's interesting to be an observer because you can catch all these little tricks that it plays on us. My body wanted the healthy routine that I've established because it made me feel so good. It gives me energy. Like now I'm feeling so much better walking because I'm nourished, and and I did what my body got used to and is required and has been enjoying. But it would have been so easy to fall into my old routine, and just like maybe take a coffee and just lounge around, which is fine too. I spent many years lounging around because my body needed that. And I think it's super important, and I tell a lot of my clients that we need to take the time when the body requests it. I spent many years of just spending several days in a row in bed, cocooning with my journal, and that was so healing to me. And the reason why it's important to do that, actually, when we feel that we need to, if we can, of course, organize ourselves in a way that it's possible, is because our body knows what it needs to heal anyway. Our body knows exactly what to do. And it's really, really important to give it space and time and silence and quietude to do what it knows how to do. So all these years when I was consciously healing my body, consciously healing my mind, I didn't even know exactly what I was doing. In the very beginning, I had no idea that I was healing or what healing even was or what I was healing from, right? Like I had no idea of any of these things. I just started feeling the need to isolate myself. I started feeling the need to be in quietude, to be on my own, to lie down, to rest, to recline. And so that I was giving my body an opportunity to do what it knows how to do, to heal. So, when I was reclining, I was allowing the body to slow down and build capacity to be with the feelings and the emotions and the memories and the triggers that were coming up for me as I was transforming, as I was, processing, and as I was integrating all the parts of me. And so now I'm more and more aware of the fact that I think I am living post-healing now. I am more in thriving, which is what I always wanted to get to. And you know what? Triggers do still come. And I noticed there's some worries that, this morning I was focused on worrying about something about my husband. But it's no longer all-consuming. It's no longer, my mind, how can I say it? I'm no longer focused on the issues that he may be having, or what I consider his issues to be. He is a grown man. He is an individual. I can't tell him what to do. He's sovereign. So I recognize there are some things that I would have done differently, but that's not my job to tell him anything unless he asks my opinion. Anyway, and then of course, if it was like something horrible, then some kind of intervention maybe would have been appropriate, but that's not the case in our case. So this life post-healing, I guess, is that I am showing up for myself now. I no longer wait to take care of myself for it to be easy, right? So even if it's not easy, I show up for myself no matter what. Whether I'm in a different climate or I'm in a different town, I structure my day in a way that I get time for me, that I get time in nature. Like this morning, I blocked my schedule so I don't start working until 1 p.m., which means I had the morning to kind of find my things and find food and go for a walk. And my God, as soon as I got to Central Park, I was like, I'm good, nothing to worry about. It feels like home, it's familiar, and it's also wonderful to be here in a familiar place, being the me that is of today. I used to be so depressed walking these alleys in Central Park, crying and crying and crying. And the only thing that kept me happy were the birds and the trees and everything. The greenery is so beautiful. It's just so lush with the rain. And I realized that, green goes with everything. Green goes with the blue sky just as beautiful as with gray sky. So that's me today. Really just kind of integrating my past love, which is New York, but showing up the way I am today. Taking care of myself, being responsible for my well-being, no longer waiting for my husband or anybody to do what I want to do. One of my daughters is coming tomorrow, and my other daughter is already here. And again, I let them do what they want to do, so that when we are together, it's because it's easy and it's because we all are ready to be together. No sense of obligation, no sense of no expectations. That's how I've been keeping my own sanity for years now. So that's me today. I'll speak to you tomorrow. Bye, everyone.